Hey guys, welcome to another episode of War of Visions. And quick pick matches have started this month of April and it caught me kind of off guard. I knew they were happening, but I was so sucked up with the Trial Reckoning for Final Fantasy VI event that I completely forgot about this. So the team I came up with is kind of just on the fly team, but I'm gonna stick with it. And you're gonna see that there's Terra here. I did say I was not pulling for Terra, but when they give you tickets and you use them, if a Terra pops up from that, that's just the universe telling you build Terra. So I wind up building all three FA6 units. Still working on Terra. She's the last one to reach level 120. So in these videos, for today, day one, she's at 115. I don't know if she'll be at 120 by the time quick pick matches are over with, but I'm still gonna use her anyway. Sticking with my my guts, my goal, I'm using 3 MR units this time around: Y'shtola, Uni, and Ryryu. And on the top, it's Kimont, Celes, and Terra. The first match, I went with the standard elemental fire team. So we got Kimont, Terra, and Y'shtola, and I'm facing a traditional light team that you're gonna expect. Because this was last minute picking, I didn't really have time to test things out or even double check on my on and off stuff. So these first two matches are are going to be losses. I'm going to tell you that right now, because something like Y'shtola using Protect, it's not something I wanted her to do. And Kimont on Nightblade sub job isn't something I want him to do. So they're doing stuff that I don't want them to do, and it's going to cost me the match. But it's okay, because as we go along during the days, I'm going to be adjusting the team constantly so that they can be doing stuff that I want them to do. The map itself is on the medium size, and it's not too big, but it's not too small either. So it's good for rangers and good for those Midgard classes that want to get in right away to do their stuff. So Elena here is going to do her LB, knocking me out. I'm going to see you guys in the next match. Alright, on to match 2. In this match, I'm going to be using Celes, Ryryu, and Uni, because I need to see on their end what stuff I need to adjust. And right off the bat, I did forget to switch Celes' Spellblade subjob to her Imperial Rune Blade subjob. And I had a feeling that was going to be an issue, because I didn't turn off Taunting Spell, and if she doesn't do her Rune Blade first turn and Taunting Spell instead, that's going to be an issue. She can't absorb magic, and you want her to absorb magic, gain that Protect, gain that shell. She's not going to do it with Taunting Spell. I also wanted to see how the interactions with Ryu and Uni is going to work, because the idea was Ryu uses missile buff to buff missile and range, and Uni uses his arrow fall to nullify quicken strategies that I may run into. So as you can see here, I was right. Celes moved in quickly to do Taunting Spell, which means she didn't have her Rune Blade up, and I already knew that was going to cost me in the match. However, Ryryu doing his buff was ideal. It allowed Uni to go in to do his arrow fall. Unfortunately, he only targeted Jume with that. Sadly, Ryryu was in range to attack, so he did his double shot. So two things was wrong here. One, I need Ryryu to do his absolute cover. If he doesn't do that, he's gonna go down easily, just like how you saw there. And two, I can't have him do double shot, because even though it's a nice move to help get rid of barriers, I more want Ryryu to do his status condition effects like the disable and the blind. If he's not doing that, then my chances of winning are going to be less as well. So because Celes didn't have her Ruin Blade up, she goes down. Yuni's going to go down easy. He's a squishy, all Rangers are. I'll see you guys in round 3. Alright, so before I started round 3, I did adjustments to all the members. I put the proper sub jobs for the characters, and then I dive in. And at this point, I know I'm gonna still need adjustments. I just don't know what. So when I saw this team, half earth, half water, I figured my fire team was not gonna be useful. So I went with Celes, Ryu, and Uni. And this was gonna give me the opportunity to see what happens when I don't use Ryu's missile buff that buffs range as well, because again, I want Ryu to do his absolute cover. If he doesn't do that, his chances of survival are very low. He does have magic reflex, which helps, but you don't want to always rely on that. That's always a coin flip. Same thing with Uni. Uni has reflex in his kit, but it's a coin flip. Uni has some good magic defense, especially when you put him as Spellblade sub job. So I left magic resistance on to see how that will work. In day 2, I'm gonna be showing off the gear a little bit, but he is holding Lucio's Trustmaster because I want him to use that first. But if resistant magic is interfering with that, then I might turn that off, even though it's gonna help, even though it does help with his survivability. Keymon's holding bells, even though his limit break is off for this map because Berserk is one of the things that are nullified. So I was right, they picked their water team. So we have Celes versus Celes, and I picked the right sub job this time. And as you can see here, Ryu did his absolute cover, and that's what I want. This was going to be interesting because Eldira is a magic user. Miranda is also a magic user, but uses more slash, but she has some magic in her kit. So I was happy that I have resist magic on Uni right now, because Miranda could target them if she's not too close to my Celes. But for now, Celes is doing her thing. This is where Uni's gonna shine, because all these haste buffs he's gonna be able to nullify once he gets in range to do damage with his arrow fall. So I'm hoping that's gonna happen. It doesn't happen with this one, but I have another chance as they get closer to my Celes. Ryu doing his dispel ability, Armbuster, helped out greatly, because now Miranda being dispelled means less chances of her attacking me. And now everyone lined up for the arrow fall, so now both Quicken and Haste are nullified. I don't have to worry about that. So here Miranda got out of her disable, and Eldira has been locked into healing mode this whole time. But both Ryu and Uni are doing good damage. I'm pretty sure Uni would probably have fallen here if it wasn't for the fact that he had resistance magic buff up. And he definitely would have fallen here, but reflex activated. So now Ryu was able to take down Eldira, and now it's just Celes versus 3 units. And Uni did pretty good damage to her. The same thing with Ryu, just normal attacks. Ryu's holding Luartha's Trustmaster weapon. I might change that because stun is nullified on this map as well, and I kind of forgot that. Oh, now I'm back up to Masters, so I'll see you guys in round 4. Alright guys, this is round 4. I wasn't sure who I was gonna pick this time around, but I was pretty happy that I got a win off of someone using two lower rarity units, one MR, one SR. I wasn't expecting that much damage, but I'm glad it happened. So now for this match, I saw Cloud. As soon as I saw Cloud, I was like, I can't use Celis because they're more likely gonna pick Cloud and Celis. I don't know. I don't think Celis could do well against Cloud, or at least not my Celis, not yet. So I decided to go with Fire for this one because that was my best bet. I could probably have mixed it up a little bit, but I said, let me see how this combination will go, because again I made the adjustments, but I don't know how they're gonna turn out, so I might have to make more adjustments. This was the opportunity to do that. The goal for this team is that well, for both teams, is for the tank to distract the units as much as possible, while the two DPS units do their buffs, and then when they go in, they do damage. Either the tank's still alive by then, or the tank's dead and the enemy units are moving in. So hopefully my units are buffed enough to do their thing. And the reason why I have Terra is because I saw that the map has a 50% boost in evocation. I figure, oh, you know what? Let's use Terra because she has a kit that could do that as well. I wanted to see if I could pull off an early Esper summon in one of these matches. But if the matches are going super fast, then it's still gonna be hard to see, even with Terra's evocation boost. At least on auto. I'm pretty sure on manual that's a whole different story. But I'm not much of a manual player when it comes to PvP. PvE, I am also a manual, but PvP, that's a whole different ball game, and my brain is not ready for that. I've tried manual PvP, and my brain tends to hurt, especially when you have to do it within a time limit, and I don't do well with the time limit. But here, Keymont and Terra just work very well with each other, because they're both fire units that have slash in them, and Keymont does have a slash down move. And here, if you saw my Y'shtola review, you're gonna see Y'shtola here doing her AI healing instead of attacking, which is great. The enemy units are bunching up together, which I do want, because all the moves that Keymon had are AoE, and so are Terra moves are AoE, and so are Y'shtola moves. They're AoE as well. And as you can see, I got back-to-back AoE attacks, knocking down all their units, and that ends the match. And I was pretty happy with this one. Alright, so this is the final match of day one, and at this point I was pretty satisfied or pretty okay with the adjustments I made, but I do know that there's going to be more adjustments down the road as the day progresses. Because at work, it's hard for me to sit down and try to practice on this map with friends or random people, so all my adjustments are just going to be based on my matches that I do here, and taking the map into consideration. Uni might get replaced, because when I came up with this team real quick, I was thinking water archer, and because I did want an archer on this team, and I saw him first, and I kind of forgot I do have Winter Victoria, which would be a better DPS unit. So I might switch out Uni. I'm not too sure yet. So what we see here is a half wind, half dark. I wasn't sure who they were going to pick, but I had a feeling they were not gonna pick Leela and more. But I still wasn't too confident with both Raryu and Uni, so I decided to go with the fire team. Now Raryu and Uni are great, but I'm starting to second guess if I want three, if I want to use two lower rare units as DPS. But we'll see as days go by. So they chose their Dark, and Dark is very fast. I can already tell they're faster than me, which is kind of problematic because you're gonna see here that Kimont is gonna be in range to do an attack instead of activating bells, and because he doesn't activate bells, that means he's not gonna be able to do any of his other moves, and all the hate that he has naturally is gonna go away, because after this and when Terra Ishola gets closer, they're gonna start targeting her. See, Kimont does his normal attack on in turn 2 of his turn, and that's bad. So I'm not gonna have much time to do anything, and I'm pretty much gonna get decimated here because Dark can be very fast. But for day 2 and going forward, to the best of my ability, I'm gonna try to do the live recordings of the quick matches. So hope to see you guys then. Catch you guys later. Bye.